I just watched Baby Reindeer, and this show changes everything. I know I'm a little late to the whole Baby Reindeer train because this was trending about what, like 4 or 5 months ago. I was seeing it all over Twitter. I never just really had enough interest to hop on it. I kind of knew it was about a serial killer, but that's not really my kind of thing. I think I kind of more or less envisioned the show as a documentary kind of thing where it's not a documentary at all. It's far from that. It's based on apparently a true life story, but it's a regular series and it's just really really good. First thing I want to say going into Baby Reindeer is I was impressed because I could immediately tell that this was kind of a low budget production just from looking at, I don't know, it's like, you can tell. I mean, if you watch a lot of like movies or TV shows, you can tell when something looks high budget. Maybe it's just like how the shots are framed or the kind of close ups they use or like the angles or just. And not to say it looked bad. The show looks good. Don't get me wrong, but I could tell, and there's a reason why I'm mentioning this. I could kind of tell. Okay, this is not a huge show, right? I'm guessing Netflix probably acquired this as a distributor. Wait, let me just check to confirm. Okay, so Clerkenwell Films, which is a British film and television production company, produced it. Okay, so that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, so I could kind of tell, right? So, and that's one thing that left an impression on me after I finished. I was like, this is like a lower budget, like a lower scale production, but it was so amazing, right? And it just made me think I should really check out more. I don't know if indie's the term I'm looking for here, but I should check out more stuff that isn't like super blockbuster Hollywood stuff. And I do watch a lot of movies that aren't like that because a lot of times if I'm interested in an actor, I'll check out their other work. But it's just I want to start checking out stuff I've never heard anything about. Like I don't know any of the actors, I don't know the show. I just want to check it out and be impressed. Because Baby Reindeer was amazing, and again, it's not the same thing because Baby Reindeer was huge on Netflix, but it's just whatever. I'm yapping for too long. So I went into the show with I mean pretty decent expectations, right? I was like, okay, I expect this to be a good show because I had been hearing a lot about it. Uh, I knew about the Piers Morgan interview with apparently the real Martha. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen Baby Reindeer, but yeah, I was just talking about The Boys with my friend the other day, and because I recently kind of encouraged my friend to start The Boys, and we were talking about The Boys and how freaking cool it is. Obviously, he liked it. Who doesn't like The Boys? And yeah, he then suggested Baby Reindeer to me, and I was like, yeah, I've been hearing about that show a lot. You know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna go watch it, right? And I watched it, and oh my god, I was hooked from the first episode. I just remembered Severance. Oh my god, I'm gonna talk about Severance in my next video. Severance. Wait, let me write that down. As soon as I said I was hooked, I just remembered the tweet SZA made about I need a new season of Severance right now, and I'm like, that is so real because I watched the first episode of Severance. As soon as I finished it, I was like, fuck. SZA, I see what you mean. I also need a new season. I just watched one episode, but we'll talk about Severance later. So back to Baby Reindeer, right? And it's again, this is kind of new for me, like watching this kind of like true life, like kind of like serial killer stalker thing. But I like the way the show introduced the character. Richard, was that his name? I don't. I'm sorry. It's sometimes I watch things and I don't remember the character names. Um. Oh, it's okay. I'm sorry. Richard's the name of the actual actor. His name was Donnie. Donnie Dunn. Yeah. So okay. I like the way the character first caught my attention because he kind of has this unconventional look, so to speak, that caught my attention. He just. I mean, he's a unique looking guy, and I'm like, okay, I want to see him. He looks kind of lanky. He looked kind of like sad or disheveled, and I was like, okay, what's up with this guy? And then Martha comes in and is like, who's this woman? And she's just like yapping and telling all these tall tales, and it's just, I don't know, the whole premise. Just seeing those two characters that were in a way kind of weird to me, and the way they were presented just kind of piqued my interest. And Oh my God, Martha was something else. I just want to say that oh my God. Apparently that's based on the actual actor who produced the show and directed it, by the way, his real life story. And I'm like, I am so sorry that he had to deal with that, because that's insane. That's insane. And it's one thing that I really liked about Baby Reindeer is there were some themes of like, I don't know, there were some things, right, that I could kind of relate to in a way that he was feeling, right? And it's just a very good thing that I love about the show is the way they articulate exactly how Dunn is feeling, Donnie Dunn, right? Like, cause he's narrating it and he's talking and it's just like a lot of this is stuff that people could feel, but not necessarily know how to articulate or understand why exactly they feel that way. And I feel like recently I've gotten pretty good at kind of like articulating my thoughts and emotions and just being very real with myself. And I just thought that was, I don't know, it was just so realistic the way they went into the psyche of what was going on. Like, for example, when he got assaulted by the producer that he was doing drugs with, and I just thought it was interesting when he was explaining his whole thought process, and kind of blaming. It was sad to see him blaming himself, because he was like, why did I let it happen? Did a part of me like it? Stuff like that. Just again, the way he would always like, narrate the exact process of what's going on in his psyche. I just thought that was really interesting, and that was very engaging. It was very interesting to observe, and also in a way I could kind of relate to the whole like moving to a new city, the big city, to kind of like follow your dreams, and then realizing, oh shit, I'm just an everyday person. I'm just gonna get lost in the crowd of everyone who comes here to do the same thing. And it's just, that was, yeah. And also the part of like when he started to realize that, he didn't like Martha, but he started to realize how much he liked the attention he was getting from Martha. And that it's such a weird, because the human mind is so weird. And it's like, recently I've been having thoughts that make me think like the mind works in such a weird, twisted way, because it's like he hated the fact that Martha was constantly bugging him and everything, but at the same time he still enjoyed an aspect of it. And it's like, okay, like when he was talking to the police and he's like, okay, she wasn't upset, like she said she's just gonna stop stalking me. And you could tell he was a bit disappointed. He did say it, that he enjoyed the attention. And it's stuff like that, the weird stuff that people don't usually talk about out loud but goes on in their head. I just thought that made the show really, really interesting for me. Martha is a sick woman. I'm sorry to the real life Martha. I'm gonna get to the real life Martha soon. I'm sorry to her, but oh my God. I mean, if that's not exaggerated, like the constant emails, texts, I like, oh, she was sick. I would have gone to the police immediately. Like I would have. Oh my God. Like I don't even play like that. I'm legitimately scared of people like that. I know there's a lot of scary people in this world. People can be really fucked up in different ways, and I just don't play like that. So yeah, that was she's like, you wanna hang my curtains? But I want to say both actors were amazing. First of all, I want to start with Martha. Fuck, she's good. She's really good. At first, she just starts out as this like stupid, dumb character in a way, and then she just gets so emotional and real, and you kind of feel sorry for her at times. And it's like the way she switches it up. She was so convincing, and she had that obsession in her eyes and her tone whenever it came to Baby Reindeer. She was, oh no, she's really good. Baby Reindeer himself, an amazing actor, and honestly, I just think it's so brave that he was able to, that's his true life story, right? And he was brave enough to write all of this, share it with the world and act act it out and relive everything that he went through. It's like, it's, oh man. And one of the most touching scenes for me was when, he found out Martha got his parents' numbers, and he was like, okay, he just has to tell them about the video that's online. And oh my God, you could just, man, I mean, oh God, I'm not trying to be corny or anything, but I got goosebumps thinking about that scene. It was so sad, like when you could tell how much he just, all he wanted at that moment was for his parents to accept him. Like that, everything else was going good in his life, and just the thought of that, and he was literally crying, telling his parents that, you guys are gonna have to make a choice between a gay son or a dead son, because he doesn't know how he can handle this anymore. And it's just like, oh my god. And the way his parents reacted, and it's just, man, it was just really sad, especially to know that that was what he actually went through in her life. It's you know it's a pretty interesting show. It's a pretty interesting show, I'm gonna say. It's For me, it's unique in the sense that I don't really watch a lot of shows that are about, like, on, maybe like stalking, or like serial. I'm not gonna say serial killers, serial stalkers, like, based off of like true life stories. I don't watch a lot of stuff like that, so it was definitely really interesting for me to watch. But I absolutely loved Baby Reindeer. I think it was a great show. I understand why it was so popular, and I understand why a lot of people would relate to that. A lot of people who have gone through similar things as Don, the character, or the actor in real life, they probably feel so seen. Because even me, like, look, I haven't gone through the stuff he went through, right? But just when it came to parts like, as I explained, having those like twisted mixed feelings, for example, where he was like, he hated the fact that Martha was stalking him, but he also enjoyed the attention. In my life, I've had situations like that where I'm feeling two-sided about something. I loathe it, but at the same time, I like it. So just seeing that being so well represented and just thought out and explained, it just made me kind of feel seen and relieved in a way. I'm not trying to be dramatic. It's not like I was going crazy over that. I kind of knew it was normal, but it just, I don't know, when you watch something you can actually relate to, it just makes it more interesting, just grips you more. So I can't even imagine for people who have gone through similar things like him, especially when it comes to like the whole assault situation, or like the whole drug thing, or people that have been stalked by other people, or being victims of domestic abuse or whatever. I can't imagine how much that show would, kind of be like an anchor for them to lean on to, and an anchor for them to hold on to, and remember that, they're not alone, and this is stuff that happens to other people. And just kind of, I don't know, man. I mean, I have, I want to sound too cheesy, but yeah, I can understand why it would be so emotional. The show would mean a lot to people. It's really interesting. I will say I watched the video of the woman who calls herself the real life Martha. She claims that she's the one who it was based off, and she said a lot of the things were over exaggerated and everything. I don't know. I'm not gonna point any fingers. I'm not gonna say anybody's lying. I don't know who's lying or who's exaggerating or whatever. But I will say the interview with Piers Morgan was a funny interview, and I think if you've watched the show, you should definitely watch that interview. It's like the perfect follow up to the show. It's like, yeah, it's a perfect conclusion. But yeah, it's just yapping as usual. I just had a few thoughts on Baby Reindeer, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna record this and say something. You don't like the way I talk, say something. That's a Drake song, right? What song is that? It's on the 21 Savage album. I gotta start my match starting online. Bye.